In the Bible, when you say you are a God, and you think about exactly what you're saying, everything came from a thought. Mom saw this, she saw it in the mind's eye, the chair on the table, and this, someone saw and said, wait a minute, it was nothing. It's their atoms now materialized into physical form, but before it was nothing. It was in the field of all possibilities. You know what I mean? And so no other animal species can do that, can turn something from in here and make it into reality. But the biggest trick that we've been given is you don't have that type of power. You don't. In the Bible, in Genesis, he said, let there be light. Let there be light. That is exactly what we do as humans. That is exactly what we do as humans in the Bible and in Genesis. And that was trying to show us that is what God has given us that power. There's no other species. We have a neocortex, and what's so crazy is, again, why the trick with your physical world, because when you close your eyes, I can be, like you said, on a beach. I can feel the sand. I can feel it. I can feel the air moving. And then my body reacts like it's happening, because the brain doesn't know the difference between what's imagined and what's in real life. That's a scientific fact. The brain doesn't know the difference. So if you're seeing yourself on that beach, your brain is training itself to know this is how it feels like. So you bring something, and I think that's very, very powerful. Like you're saying, you are the creator. Yes. There's no luck. There's no someone outside of you. Let me just pray about it, and then it's going to come to me. No, you can create it.
Yes. So even say something luck. So what is luck? People call luck. It's what is in their mind.
Hey guys, I know you're enjoying this video, but please take the time, hit the link in the description and sign up to Alois Rubasha's new screen. You can sign up either monthly or for the year to really invest in yourself, to really cultivate your mindset, cultivate the power of who you truly are. It is all about the knowledge and power that you have with it. And it is the application of the knowledge that is going to take you far in life. This is an investment that is infinite, that has infinite amount of supply, because coming to Alois Rubasha's teachings, experiencing the word of God. And what is the word of God? It's about empowering yourself. That is what we're putting here for you. We're cultivating a community of like-minded individuals, for people who want to grow, for people who want to continue to cultivate that mindset of, I can do anything I put my mind to. I can go out and work on my health, work on my happiness. Nothing outside of me is going to make me happy. I can work on my love and my beauty, because I have everything. I am an amazing person. You are too. So hit the link in the description. It's going to take you to sign up for your Uscreen membership today.
So only the reason I'm going to tell you, your luck, it was in your mind. So anything we didn't know, to call it imagination. But everything's luck. You've seen it in your mind without knowing. And then when it happened, you call it luck because you never knew it's going to happen. See? Because you call it luck when you didn't have financial, you didn't have money, and you dream to have a car, and then it's happened somehow. See? You never know what is how. See? You forgot to question how. So people now, when the reality comes, is what they call luck. But it wasn't no luck. It was through your imagination first. Yes. And because you remember, our mind doesn't have age. We don't. So our body grows. Our body has age, 40, 50, it's numbers. That's what people call numbers. But because people, they confuse to call ages with the mind. That's why I say, oh, this person is old and go to study. Because the mind doesn't get old to study. The mind doesn't get old to learn. The mind, it doesn't get older to remember what happened in 20 or 30 or 50 years. Always can bring it. See, sometimes it could be hidden somewhere, but that thing's got to come. Everything has come to your mind, you go to see it. Even sometimes you see some things, you wonder why, how these things can happen. See, always in our dream, you dream something and you wonder, why I'm dreaming this? Why these things there? See, you can dream when you are in different countries. See, now I'm on Thailand. I can dream when I'm walking because something activity all I do. And I say, wow, How can I was late? And you think you're in Australia, you were late to go to work. You forgot you were on holiday. Until when you wake up for, oh, I'm on holiday. See, because your mind can take you anywhere. Your mind take you forward and your mind take you backward. Yes. So the mind doesn't have years or that. So in your mind, 50 years is 1 hour, 2 minutes, second. Just calm everything I've been seeing 20 years, you see it in your mind. And then you see it forward. See, I seen this trip before I lived in Australia. A year ago, it's where Rose said, and we booked. And when you look in my note, I could put in the trip in Thailand. Because I have to keep to see what I wanted, what is in my mind, what my vision. So you have to keep writing it. You have to keep seeing it in your mind. Always I go see every week. I have to write what I want. See, trip to Thailand. Trip to Thailand. Even though you don't imagine if it's what, even if you don't have money on account, even if you don't have a ticket. Some people buy the ticket and they buy everything before they do everything there. But it doesn't need to be in that way.
Yeah, and I feel like as how powerful this is, why it's powerful, because it works on both sides. The brain doesn't know positive or negative. It works on both sides. So what I mean by that is, if you have something in your life that you want to achieve, that you want to do, any moment you feel of a negative scenario, or I hope this doesn't happen, that energy is also, because it comes from your imagination. You imagine what it feels like to not get the job. Oh, and I don't like that feeling, and I don't want to experience that feeling. But by just you thinking about that, you're creating the negative circumstance. So it goes both ways. When things happen in our life, we create them. Every second of every day, you're praying. Your mind. When I go and I start worrying about if I don't have enough money for the trip, I'm praying. I'm feeling the emotions. That's a prayer of saying, oh, I don't have it. I'm not going to get it. So that's what happens. You get what you ask for, right?
Yes.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yes. And you get what you think, what is in your mind.
Think about.
And it could be positive and negative. But you see, when even become positive and negative, when it comes negative is how you take it. For example, as you say, I think the trip in a positive way it happened. And also there's some things, so we call it negative, but normally it's good to be live. So we plan to have a drone. We buy a drone to bring it. But guess what? Because we knew we were going to go that boat. And when I was in Sydney, I was saying, how am I going to use the drone when there is a boat? So, if it sink in the water, what can we do? What I think in my mind in Australia, it happened in my eyes. I saw the drone leaving the boat and we leave it.
Hey guys, I know you enjoying this video, but I got some exciting news for you. If you're like us here at the Rubasha Family Podcast, and like myself, we all about traveling in style. Now this video is brought to you by booking.com. Now we all know when it comes to holidays, when it comes to choosing a destination and having the best extensive information and flexibility, booking.com are gonna do it for you. We've been able to plan so many holidays with our family, our friends, bringing love, bringing joy, bringing inspiration. Life is so precious, life is so joyful, and you always wanna do things with style. You always wanna do things with such confidence and joy that you don't wanna miss out. When it comes to looking for amazing accommodation, hotels, whatever it is, booking.com is the place to go. I personally experienced it, and it's all about giving value and service to people's lives. Click the link in the description. You don't wanna miss out on that. And let's get back to the video.
See, I saw it. I never changed. I said, no. I want to take it. I want to win it. No, I thought, oh, I will see my drone. If I take it, I use it, and then it goes in the water. What I see in my mind, what I see, it came to the end. I saw the drone gone. But you see, because I learned that, I think it's how it is. It goes. It's the history. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong because you lose it. See, if negative and positive, it's life. See, this we're going to teach people. There have been things negative happening to people. And those people, they don't know. They have never been affected them. But because it keep putting in your mind, it keep always become negative in your life. But you never face it. You just feel it in your mind. It could be faced by your grandparents or your great-grandparents or your friend or something there. But because they told you that, or even the news tell you that, always you feel you're a part in that negative, but you never face it. But most of the time you face it, you think that when I saw the drone going water, I remember.
You had remembered that?
Yes, it was in my mind when in Sydney. And even I told your mom we spoke, and then your mom told me, he told me that I told you not going to use the boat.
So not only did you think it, but you said it out loud.
Yes, even I talked to your mom. And then mom now she said, okay, if you know you got to use it, you don't need to bring it to the boat. But even me, I didn't know why I got to take it, because it was not planned to take to the boat. But you see, that's how it works. You imagine it, and it will come happen to you. Positive and negative will happen.
That is so powerful. You know, not only why it's so powerful is like, because that thought, it didn't stop right there. So you continued that thought, continued it, that worry came. And not only that, okay, you had it in, then you now spoke it out.
Yes.
And in the Bible, what does it say in the Bible? It will say, speak and it shall be done, or there is life and death in the tongue. So it came from the mind, and then it projected out. Once it projects out into the universe, that is very powerful stuff. So you thought about a negative situation that you didn't want, and you thought about it for so long that it went out into physical form in the mouth, and then it's what happened. And that is so crazy.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're gonna love that one.